She's back. Okay. My hair's not even brushed. Look at this. If you can't take me seriously looking like this, then we can't be friends. I remember Udi, this was so unexpected. So unexpected. Detective Amy's back. And guess what? We got breaking news. Woo! We got breaking news, right? Do you know what it is? Jonathan Joly's just come back and he's just said YouTube's not for him after 10 whole years. Or 12, whatever he said in that story. YouTube's not for him anymore. And his midlife crisis must resume to doing podcasts on topics.
Oh, kids alone.
Hello and welcome to another episode.
Topics, what will these topics be? We're going to be discussing all of that in today's episode of what the SACCONEJOLYs are up to. So I really hope you guys are prepared. You got your snacks, you got your Udi. What I'm trying to say is that we got a lot to discuss in this video, so yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's just roll up with what the SACCONEJOLYs are up to, which is apparently quitting YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna brush my hair whilst I'm saying this. Basically, this was so unexpected. I did not anticipate that I would be sat here saying that the SACCONEJOLY YouTube will be no more. How else will they exploit their children? Well, actually, they'll exploit them via TikTok and Instagram, but that is completely beyond the point, Amy. But yeah, oh my gosh, I've just got a few things that I just want to touch upon that I was already going to do a follow-up video anyway because there was stuff to talk about until Jonathan Joly basically posted and said that yeah, he's not going to be doing YouTube anymore and that it's not really for him, but him and Anna want to do this like podcast thing, and I'm just like super intrigued because he has some thoughts on things. He has thoughts. No, that's a bit mean. No, he does obviously have thoughts. I want to find out what those thoughts are, but I bet you anything it's going to be a paid for membership. So that kind of sucks because they haven't actually uploaded on their membership in like, I think by this point it must be like 9-10 months. I did a video on it not that long ago. So there's just so much to catch up with. But yeah, they said that they're not going to bother with that anymore. So I had been thinking that this kind of stuff is going to be happening because they don't really appear on YouTube anymore. They came back, of course they had that big Edie is transgender, Edie new name, Edie saying goodbye to old name. They had like a few, I think it was like 4 videos, which did quite well for them on their channel. I think the most one did was like 600k views. I don't know, something a bit like that. So they did quite well. And then they then tried to come back with like a week's worth of vlogs, and I noticed the other day that they had completely gone.
Guys, it's like actually happened. He has actually deleted all of those videos or like made them private. The time has actually come. He's actually deleted them all. It's so odd. This happened in the space of about 45 minutes. Every single time I stop filming, a new thing just happens, and yeah, he has actually disabled or gotten rid of the latest videos that caused all of the controversy.
And I even reacted to one of them. I'll leave it linked up here or there. I even reacted to one and I was wondering like, where has it gone? So he's basically gone and like either probably privatized because yeah, you all deleted them. And it's so odd because he was basically like privatizing the ones that like everyone, like for the most part, people like still had things to complain about those ones, but the ones which were really problematic and the ones which got a bee in everyone's bonnet were the big ones that are still up on his channel. And I reckon he took them down because they weren't doing as well view-wise. I really don't know.
So now, of course, it has now transpired that they're all gone, which kind of like throws my original point off a little bit, but it is still confusing. Why wouldn't he just delete them all in one go? Do you know what I mean? Because he deleted the vlogging ones, the ones I was talking about, like I think it was a couple of days before he decided to get rid of, well, he literally just got rid of them. So why would you do that? Any thoughts or suggestions in the comments, anyone? I just can't really think. I don't know why you would decide to do that.
I have no idea why he decided to privatize those ones, but then not the other ones. It made really no sense to me. And anyway, and then I checked the Insta story and he basically said, and I'll leave them flagged up everywhere, basically saying that he doesn't want to do YouTube anymore, but he's thinking about doing a podcast with just him and Anna talking about things, like sharing his thoughts, and I'm like, what could you possibly be sharing? But I'm kind of interested, like I'd be willing to hear. But we know that this isn't the end. Like the way that Jonathan manages to exploit Edie is very much through TikTok, and it's very much through Instagram. And via TikTok, the TikToks, if you search Jonathan Joly or SACCONEJOLYs, the amount of TikToks that are actually being made about them are like insane. Like there's the one with the famous bit in the Stacey Dealey documentary.
Feel in your heart of hearts if it became apparent that a paedophile, a sexual predator, had been looking at your children?
It's such an odd question, because how would you, like, I don't know how you'd feel. Like obviously is it a terrible thing? It's like
there's all of these different compilations that people have been making now, outing the SACCONEJOLYs, outing Jonathan Joly about their bad ways. And I think it's amazing, because for such a long time these guys just flew underneath the radar, and we're like, now maybe it's just the amount of, because even in the past like couple of weeks or whatever, so many videos have been done by like really big channels
that came out as trans. Shortly after that, the child came out as trans, and this child is currently being used for clickbait, for honestly really off-putting videos, and it really feels extremely exploitative, and it feels like some Munchausen by proxy going on, that the dad comes out and then the 7-year-old kid comes out.
Blair White did one, which I watched. I thought that was amazing. So many people, really big channels have actually started doing videos on these guys, and I just think that they've now reached a point where the controversy is going to be catching up with them. And I think I said this in the last video as well, I just don't really see a way of them moving forward on YouTube. But if they want to try and do it without bringing their kids into it and doing a podcast, I'd be interested in hearing like their side of the story, because we know that the exploitations are not going to end on YouTube. I just don't really understand, like, are they going to want to like address reaction channels? Am I going to get like a SACCONEJOLY shout out? I don't know, like I don't really understand what they're going to be doing over there, that he feels like he needs to get his thoughts across, because people didn't really come to hear Jonathan Joly's thoughts on anything. And I think this is kind of where, like, that sounds quite mean, but this is maybe where he's missing the mark a little bit, is where people didn't really ever come to see him talk about his views. It was actually when he started talking about his views on things that things started taking a dip down for them, which does sound really mean. Like, that does sound really, really harsh, but it's true. And he's now wanting to do a podcast, and I'd be interested to hear like his, like, this is like complete opposite of what I was trying to say, but I am kind of interested into hearing what he's got to say, like, as in, like, not his thoughts on different things, but I just want to hear like what are the kind of things that cross his mind. But then after a while it's just going to be like, oh, it's just what Jonathan's always like, but it's just Jonathan with nothing else. But I've had quite a few comments now from people, which you can see on my YouTube videos, from people who are not only transgender themselves, but who are within the trans community. Look, everyone who's ever commented on my videos has told their story in such a lovely way, and has then come on to say, I don't think it's right what Jonathan's doing with Edie. I don't think it's right because, you know, it's not even the case of the fact that she's too young to know if she's trans. Because I've had a couple people who have now said, I knew from a really early age, but saying that, you know, this would be detrimental to me if my parents decided to put this online. I've had that feedback now from people. I wanted to be able to get in touch with people who actually are a part of that community. You know, because it's really hard to open up that doorway to discussion otherwise. But it's just really, really nice to know that now, you know, I'm hearing from people who are within that community, and they're saying, no, it's not right. But Jonathan never ever addresses anyone from the community if it's in like a negative light, or even really within a positive light. I mean, I haven't paid 100% close attention to the story, but I can't remember there being an instance where he was like, oh, this person said I was doing a great job and they were within the community. I mean, they might have done, but there's a lot of messages that I've seen, a lot of comments who have said that, yeah, they are within this community and they don't think it's right. And I just think that step one, them at least getting off of YouTube is I think it would do them a world of good, but I just know that they're probably not getting off of YouTube for reasonings other than the fact that it's not really working for them anymore because they're getting a bit of hate. It's never going to be anything to do with the fact that they want to keep their kids' life private. Basically came on after a little while, and bearing in mind they sort of did this not even that long ago, saying that I think YouTube isn't for us anymore, and they basically went away. They wrote the book, didn't do very well, and then they then decided to come back and rebrand themselves as Edie's Journey. And then once again, they've then collected the money, not done very well, gotten more backlash, and they've then gone. And it's like, it's the circle of thing. And
I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. It's literally like, it's like a little circle is what's going on over here. So basically, they started off with doing like daily vlogging, and it's gone full circle now. They started off with doing daily vlogging, right? They then went, oh, and the views started going down a little bit.
And let's see how it goes.
They started going down a little bit because family channels aren't as popular anymore, and also he was doing things on TikTok, which I'm going to get to in a minute. So started off with like daily vlogging, and then it then came down, and then it was like, oh, members only, we're going to do members only, and I did a members only video on them, and you'll see that they haven't been posting any members only. They still haven't.
Feel bad for the people that signed up for the membership and they haven't got anything for a really long time.
Members only then went down to them disappearing. They then disappeared off of both platforms completely, and back to, oh, money, oh, we need a bit more money, this book thing hasn't done very well, oh, that hasn't done very well, oh, we're going to go back to daily vlogging again, and it's basically this like circle.
to be honest, I'm kind of upset we never got the return of the channel membership, because do you remember my like circle that I did in a previous video? I said that there's like a little circle going on. Well, we never actually got to that stage, but I suppose he has promised us he has promised us a podcast, so maybe that is in turn, or maybe that's even on the membership program, who really knows. Yeah, just the latest information that I have found from the SACCONEJOLYs, and of course I will like be keeping tabs on. I'm eager to find out what's been going on, like what is with the podcast. Yeah, of course I will keep my little beady eyes open, of course. If any of you guys want to like send me any messages or anything like that, anything at all, if you just want to tell me, you know, the sun is blue, if you just want to tell me that the sky is blue and the sun is shining, then I'm all ears. I'm always happy to chat. My Instagram is listed, I think it's like in my banner. You can literally click on it, just click on the banner link, and then yeah, you can message me if you want to message me, or you can comment down below. I love reading your comments. I'm actually finding it quite difficult. I'm finding it quite hard to get to all the comments at the minute because I've had such an influx of new subscribers and comments and stuff, so I'm trying to make my way through them. But if I don't manage to get to your comment, please don't think I don't love you. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. It's because my phone flashes them up, and then there's another one and another one, and I'm just like, and I'm trying to like keep on top of them. So I will get to you, but the easiest way to get hold of me is probably just to send me a message on Instagram. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.